toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Monopoly is racist?
You look so excited reading this one. What's going on there?
Because we do have Monopoly.
Oh, we have like
We have
feminist
two.
monopoly. We have socialist monopoly. We, got
We
all
have Socialist Monopoly and we have Mrs. Monopoly.
yeah, Mrs. Monopoly is like feminist monopoly.
So we don't have regular Monopoly, though we are good, right?
Well, the thing is, okay, so did you play Monopoly when you were young?
No.
Okay, so you don't really know much about Monopoly.
We played here once.
Yeah, but we played Mrs. Monopoly. We didn't play normal Monopoly.
Scott Townsend super chat says Nancy is criminal.
She's a
Nancy
criminal.
is a criminal.
Very true, very true. Monopoly ditches community chest cards for the first time in over 85 years after tumultuous 2020. So it's the community chest cards that they think are problematic. Let's have a look. I think I'm gonna name this one when we post it as an individual video. Monopoly is racist, because even though that's not what they're saying in particular, that seems to be the reason why everything gets canceled, why everything gets modified. That's racist. That's racist. In this particular case, it doesn't appear to be racist. It appears to be like not conforming to the idiotic leftist morality of 2020. Let's see here. Monopoly is ditching their current community chest cards for the first time in more than 85 years to better reflect the needs of the 21st century after a tumultuous 2020. All right, let's see here. Covering topics like beauty contests, holiday funds, and life insurance, there is no denying that the Monopoly game's community chest cards are long overdue for a refresh, Hasbro said in a press release. No, they're not. No, they're not. Can I just say something about Monopoly? I played Monopoly my whole life, since I was like a little boy, right? We had those instances where somebody would get angry and literally flip over the board. You know how that's kind of like a joke in movies and TV shows? That actually would happen in our family. People would get mad. I'm pretty sure I'd done it a couple of times when I was like a little kid. You know, got super angry and flipped over the board. I mean, I think my brother has done it. I think I've done it. I think I've seen lots of people do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a game you can get really emotional about if you're a child.
Really?
Yeah. It's very frustrating and
My
lasts a long
gosh.
time. And anyway, we're children. What do you want? It's like,
There's a super chat from Lauren Smart, and she says, you might want to check that some people are saying their super chats are getting deleted. Did they found us again?
well, the super chats do delete after a certain amount of time from our notification.
Maybe this is why people not asking you questions. They're just no question. Maybe this is what they mean. I don't know. Because
maybe
I
that's
don't
what
read in comments today, and I don't notice how people complaining.
Yeah.
There are so many comments, I can't keep up reading those.
Is our sound good? Can you hear our audio?
I hope just well, I guess they found us and they are deleting our people's.
Maybe. I certainly hope not. Anyway, well, we'll try to get to all your comments, all your super chats. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing the show.
Oh my
here.
gosh, there is a helicopter. There's a helicopter.
They found
Chris,
us.
Chris, Chris.
Let's just focus on the show, okay? Let's just focus on the show. So what was I going to say about Monopoly? Oh, okay. Let me just say something about Monopoly here. I think one of the charming things about Monopoly is that it is a bit antiquated, that there is something old-fashioned about it. It is a bit of old-fashioned fun, you know.
But why is it racist? Because it's capitalism?
No. I'm going to say in the headline that the reason they're canceling it, it's like Monopoly's racist, right? Like everything's racist, right? They always say everything's racist. But they're actually not saying that our cards are racist. There's well, I'll kind of get into why they're changing the community chest here in a second. They're updating it to better reflect, you know, our modern values. They're not really saying that it's racist. They're just saying we need to sort of update it.
It's like what? Instead of money, you have to have a food stamps? What?
Yeah.
You need modify game. You need
Yeah.
have a not instead of insurance like medical or something.
Well, I'll go through what they think is problematic.
Okay,
But let me just say this. There is nothing problematic about Monopoly, right? Some things that are antiquated, that are traditional, that we get, that have a kind of old-fashioned flavor to them, that is part of their charm. Okay? Part of the reason, this is what's going to happen. They're going to update Monopoly, and there's going to be an effing outcry. And I'll tell you why. Because there are people who are obsessed with Monopoly. There are people who have Monopoly crap decorating their whole house. I've seen documentaries about these people. They're a little kooky, but they just love Monopoly. Some people love Monopoly the way, like I did a video a little while ago. For some reason, the stuff I do about culture stuff, especially with movies, they don't get any views. My Superman video about how they're doing a black Superman movie got the fewest number of views of any video I've done since I think my Brains Behind
Maybe because who is watching
video.
videos about black Superman, black people?
No, there's a lot of people who are interested in these kind of major culture shifts, major cultural, news things. But for some reason, when I post that stuff, nobody who watches my show likes to watch that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. But in the same way that a lot of people love Superman and don't want to see his race changed and they don't want to see certain superheroes and characters they grew up loving go gay or be a different race or have some kind of weird other leftist thing injected into it.
Yankee the Rainbow super chat. In the new Monopoly, you don't buy properties, you set them on fire.
Exactly. In the new Monopoly, you set people's businesses on fire. Well, okay, so let me show you guys a clip, actually. Let me switch over here to this. I opened this just before we started the show because I wanted to show you guys just how seriously people take Monopoly. Hold on. Turn this off.
Norway secured a strong position in the game after acquiring a full light blue property set and a strong property portfolio, a position that allowed him to catch players when they rolled a missed Monopoly on the speed die. The first player to fall foul of this clever strategy was Oleg from Russia, who was bankrupt after just 20 minutes. The US Richard Marinaccio then hit the same run of properties, boosting Norway's income and becoming the second player to exit the final. Jeff from New Zealand appeared to be very relaxed, leaning back in his chair and taking time to make his decisions. Norway looked strong throughout the game, but it wasn't all plain sailing, as Jeff rolled himself into jail, rendering him safe from Norway's high rent. There's no better time to be a criminal in Monopoly than late in the game. In a bizarre twist of fate, however, Bjorn also chose to go to jail following a lucky roll from the speed die. The TNT was the first player to roll a double and get out of jail. He left the safe haven and quickly played straight into Norway's hand, becoming the final player to be bankrupt in the game. Unlucky but extraordinary play from our new Monopoly World Champion, Bjorn Halved Knopskog. Congratulations to all the finalists on their performance throughout the World Championships, and a huge well done to the winner Bjorn.
We got the audio. So obviously there are people who take Monopoly very seriously. I mean, there are Monopoly.
You can take any sports seriously.
Well, I mean, it's not really sport, is it?
Well,
it's a game. Normally people don't take board games quite this seriously. I mean, there's
about chess? No, chess is not.
Chess is a board game. Chess. Chess is
which is already racist.
Chess is so
because white, black,
exactly.
and white
they need
always
blue
go
and purple
first,
ones or something like that. Exactly.
And you have queen and king. You can't have trans. You know how this stuff works.
Hilarious.
What?
Stop. Yeah. They're gonna probably go after chess eventually.
They already did.
Well,
long time ago.
Not in a serious way, but I think they probably will go after it in a serious way eventually. But yeah, you don't have Uno tournaments. You don't. There's a lot of what.
The reason why you call them board games, because it's boring.
Yeah, okay, that's not funny.
That's
not funny. That is a terrible joke. A terrible joke. Somehow Valeria's dying. You killed Valeria. Somehow Valeria's dying laughing.
That is another super chat from Andrew.
All right, hit us with the super chat.
Didn't say anything last time, just appreciate the show. Oh, okay, so that $20 empty super chat was
okay,
empty.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Yeah.
Okay, just appreciate the show and the fact that last night you said I was right. and got to show it to my wife.
I love that. Well, every time somebody gives us a super chat where they don't comment, let's talk about it as some kind of mystery so that they then have to explain themselves with another super chat.
Yes.
And we'll get rich. That's our new scheme. Okay. So let's have a look here at the reasons why they think that Monopoly is problematic. So there's something called the gate. These are all the different community chest things. So let's just read this paragraph here quickly. Covering topics like beauty contests, holiday funds, oh golly, and life insurance, there is no denying Monopoly Games community chess cards are long overdue for a refresh, Hasbro said in a press release. Hold on. Life insurance? What's politically incorrect about life insurance?
I don't know.
That's a weird one.
I don't understand.
That's really weird. I understand holiday funds because people are anti-Christian. I understand beauty contests because they're sexist. But I don't understand life insurance. What is that? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right, let's see here. Long overdue for a refresh, Hasbro said in a press release. And coming out of the tumultuous year of 2020, the term community has taken on a whole new meaning. Hasbro is counting on their fans to help reflect what community means in their real lives into the Monopoly game by voting for new cards like Shop Local, Rescue a Puppy, or Help Your Neighbors. Help Your Neighbors is okay. Shop Local? What the hell does that mean? You shopped local. Take $50. The hell? I don't even understand what that means.
I don't know.
How could that be a community chest thing? Okay, so look, the point I was going to make before I was so rudely interrupted by all the super chats.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You guys are creating drama in our marriage. Let's see here. The thing I wanted to say was there's a lot of charm in things that are antiquated. And like I said, a lot of people love Monopoly as it is. And what will happen, and I know this will happen, it's just like what happened with Coca-Cola in the 80s. Or I don't know if it was the 80s. I think it was the 80s. In the 80s, Coca-Cola came out with a drink called New Coke, and they discontinued Coca-Cola. And New Coke was supposed to be like a lot tastier than regular Coca-Cola. And everyone hated New Coke. And they rebelled, and they went crazy. And there was all these people were going nuts. And so Coca-Cola had to discontinue New Coke and bring back regular Coca-Cola, and it became known as...
That's gonna happen with Monopoly.
There will be a rebellion from Monopoly lovers. And the thing is, like, you can have a new Monopoly set. Just call it, like, Monopoly 2020 or, like, Woke Monopoly or something like that. Like, you can
Messed up Monopoly as the year of 2020.
Say it one more time?
Like, they can call it messed up Monopoly as the year of 2020,
Monopoly.
you know?
Exactly, yeah.
The same way, like, 2020 was messed up year.
Yeah, or just Woke Monopoly works because people understand that instantly. Like, or whatever. But, you can make a new Monopoly. They've got like 1,000 different variations of Monopoly already. They have Monopoly for like every city. They've got Monopoly for everything. Why do you have to change the original Monopoly? The original Monopoly should stay as the original and then just have more variations as people want them. Like, I mean, there's so many, there's like a different Monopoly version for every person on the planet. So you don't need to change the original, and if they discontinue the original, people are going to lose their minds. People are not going to be like, look at this old kind of fashionedy kind of card, right? Doctor's fee, pay $50. Monopoly wants your help updating its community chess cards. We don't want them updated, Hasbro. We like the old fashionedy drawing of the guy, of the Mr. Monopoly guy. We like the the kind of simple typeface with the old-fashioned cursive community chest. We like that. We like old-fashioned things sometimes, all right? Not in every aspect of life, but in some aspects of life, we like the old-fashioned stuff. It's part of the charm of Monopoly. We like it. Leave it as it is. So let's see here. These are the current cards that they have. Get out of jail free, go to jail, advance to go, bank error in your favor, collect $200, doctor's fee, pay $50. So far, these are all things that can happen in real life.
Well, I do not agree on Dr. C's. Always like $40 copay. Come on, man. $50. Should be 40.
You're talking about because of our very specific insurance?
Yes.
Okay. Monopoly should
Can you create the Monopoly specifically for our situation?
Yeah. Mr. Reagan Monopoly. Okay, let's see here. Grand Opera Night. Collect $50 from every player for opening night seats. I hate to tell you this, Monopoly. People still go to the opera. I talked about it last night on the show. Let's see here. Holiday fund matures. Collect $100. I'll be honest. I don't even know what that means.
Holiday fund matures.
But I like it because it's something that sounds old-fashioned-y. I like that. I'm sure there are investors out there who know what that means. I don't. Income tax refund, collect $20.
That's
These things are all things that happen still.
That's correct. The income tax. That's what I get. I pay 35% of my paycheck, and I get refund $20. I swear that what happened last year.
Yeah, maybe the amounts of money can change. That would update, correctly. But I like how it is. Okay, it's your birthday. Collect $10 from every player. Life insurance matters.
Life insurance matters. They just can call this new monopoly
Black Life Insurance Matters.
Black Lives Monopoly Matters. Yeah. Monopoly.
I'm sure they have a Black Lives Matter Monopoly already.
Shall we buy it?
Yeah, we should buy it and play it on the show. Last time we played Monopoly on the show, nobody watched it. It was one of our worst ever videos.
One of the Hollywood assistants watched it and recognized me and then wrote me like, I saw this on your video. I was like, am I out of work?
Yeah, fortunately he was a conservative. Well, what's funny about that video is another really big YouTuber, Elijah Schaefer, was on that show. And anytime I have other people on my show, people don't watch. He's going to come on the show a bit, actually, because he's going to be in LA more.
Elijah?
Yeah, he said he's coming to visit, so we'll put him on the show. Yeah, it'll be fun. Okay, let's see here. Okay, hospital fees, pay $50. School fees, pay $50. Receive $25 consultancy fee. You are assessed for street repairs, pay $40 per household, $115 per hotel that you own. You have won second prize in a beauty contest, collect $10. You inherit $100. So everything here that I can see, except for the beauty contest, seems like stuff that happened normally. That happened happen every day to people around the country, and they'll relate to it. The prices are a little bit off. They're a little bit antiquated, but that's okay. I think that's okay. So if the problem is just the beauty contest...
Now I kind of want to play Monopoly.
Yeah, we can buy it. I'll get it. As soon as the show's over, I'll buy it. So let's see here. Hasbro has decided to swap out these terms for cards that focus more on community service and helping others. The company is hosting a community chess challenge. So it seems like it's a marketing thing more than anything else. But people don't like it when you change, classic stuff that they love. This is not going to go well for Hasbro. I mean, it'll probably sell a few Monopoly boards, but I think in the long run, they're going to have to go back. People don't like stuff like this changed. So they want you to vote for these things. You organize a bake sale for your local school. Collect $25. Meow. You knit cozy sweaters for hairless cats at your local animal shelter. Oh, barf.
Meow.
Barf. That's ridiculous. And these are really long, too. Note that these old ones are really short. These ones are all like a friggin' paragraph long. What are they doing? Whoever wrote these is an idiot. Okay, you help your neighbors clean up their yards after a big storm. Collect $200. You donate your birthday money to a community center. Keep a little for yourself. Collect $10. Are these all collect? Okay, here we go. You rescue a puppy and you feel rescued too. Now they're telling us how we feel when we do things. Get out of jail free. How does rescuing a puppy get you out of jail? That doesn't even make sense. That's terrible. You rescued a puppy so you get out of jail free.
I don't understand.
That doesn't work. I'm sorry, Monopoly. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. You didn't shop local, pay $50.
So you didn't order food from black-owned restaurant, you pay fee $50.
Yeah, that's going to be the new thing. Let me tell you about shopping local. I like those farmers markets where you grab some produce and stuff.
Yeah, every Sunday we have farmers market right here in downtown. That's why we have traffic, because they close the whole street.
We should go. We never go.
I do. I buy honey there.
I don't go. We should go together. That'd be nice. A nice little day out. Thanks for telling me, by the way. That's nice. I never get out of the apartment. I don't know what happens in the world. But the problem with shopping local in this farmers market stuff is you think that you're getting a premium product, straight from the local farms. But in Canada, there's a station up there. You can find this on YouTube. they did an expose about this, and what they'll do a lot of times is these guys who have these stalls here, it's not really regulated, these farmers markets. So what they'll do is they'll go to like the cheapest supermarket in town. They'll just buy a bunch of apples from the supermarket or from like the local distributor, and they'll just peel off all the little labels, and then they'll sell it as local produce when who knows where it came from. It's absolutely a scam. It's absolutely a scam. A lot of these farmers markets are scams, and also buying local. It's good. It's fine. I think it's a fine thing to do. But one of the reasons that we're able in the modern world to end hunger and end poverty and starvation, stuff like that, is with cheap food, right? And the way that food gets really cheap is through mass distribution, right? So you have these massive farms producing massive amounts of food. Then you have, all these amazing storage methods to preserve the freshness of the food, and then they can ship it anywhere, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and it'll stay fresh. And the whole system, the whole enterprise of the whole logistics that we've developed. We've been able to engineer amazing methods for preservation. We've been able to engineer methods of harvesting, processing, shipping, all these distribution methods. And people are like mad about places like McDonald's because everything's mechanized, and everything's done in this way that they think is unhealthy for the environment and all this kind of stuff. But like, it's places like McDonald's, it's systems like massive grocery stores and grocery store chains. These kinds of major innovations in business and industry are what have allowed us to basically be able to buy food so unbelievably cheaply in the world today, and so many people have access to so much food. Like, poor people are not starving anymore. Poor people are fat now. The problem that we
because
have is
that cheap food is not really healthy. Like,
well, it's not healthy in the sense that it's not balanced, but it's healthy in the fact that it has enough calories that the person isn't going to starve. Right? So the problem used to be that poor people had so little nutrients that they would starve to death. Now they have too many nutrients, and so they get fat and they have other kind of health problems. But that primary problem is a far worse problem. The problem of not getting enough food is far more. Oh, our cat has found an insect. It's going after him.
it's
He's
a
on the attack.
helicopter.
He's on the hunt for this insect. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's a kind of a random tangent I went on because of this. But they seem to think shopping local is very good idea. Which it's fine. I think buying local is fine. Other proposed cards would penalize players that keep a lost wallet or don't recycle garbage. Chief Consumer Officer at Hasbro, Eric Nyman, said the world has changed and Monopoly needs to change with it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Monopoly does not need to change. I'm sorry, you're wrong. This is really just a publicity stunt, and we have fallen for it because we covered it, which we probably shouldn't have. So sorry, guys, but I wanted to rant about this because I like Monopoly, and it's part of all of our childhood, so something that I think should stay the same. All right, shall we move on to the next?
We have a super chat from Salty JD.
All right, let's do it.
My wife found an Uno tournament. LOL.
Oh.
Uno. I know what's Uno.
Uno, yeah, because of that band. You know about Uno.
No, it's not about band. I played the game even when I was back in Russia.
Oh, did you?
Like those
All right.
Uno cards, yeah.
What's the song that I like from Uno? Oh no, the song's called Uno.
Uno.
What's the band's called?
Little Big.
Little Big. If you guys want, after the show, or even right now, and you can come back and watch the rest of it later, there is a music video called Uno from a Russian band called Little Big, and it's in English, so you don't. But it is the most amazing music video I've ever seen in my life.
That was a Eurovision 2020
contestant, but they canceled Eurovision.
Yeah, they did.
Aren't they gonna do it for 2021?
They didn't agree to do 2021 because I guess they didn't get as much money as they wanted. They got a little greedy, and now Russia sending. She's not Russian. She's like from Uzbekistan. Girl singing about Russian woman, and Russia just hated it.
Oh, the Russian people? Why was she chosen?
People chose her,
Oh, okay.
but people are not happy with the.
So the people who voted for her are not in the majority somehow. Just not everybody voted.
Just it was weird. Well,
That's so sad because they blew up basically in Russia. They became hugely successful because of this music video, Uno. They were I think they were popular before that though, right? Or no?
kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now they're huge.
Yeah, and got greedy.
And you have a friend who knows them.
Yeah, she works here as a photographer, so that when they come here, she takes
Tell
his
her
picture.
tell her I want to meet them. Even though they're a little weird. I like their comedy. They're funny guys. They're funny people.
We have another super chat from Tim Hill.
Mm-hmm.
We need a new version of Trouble where instead of popping dice, you vote in Democrats, also featuring Libertarian Sorry.
Hold on, let me read that because I don't know if you read that.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh. We need a new version of Trouble. Trouble's a board game here in America. Where instead of popping dice, you vote in Democrats, also featuring Libertarian Sorry. Sorry is another game that we have. That's too funny, man. Tim Hill, I love that. That's great. Okay, so
Last story.
enough about Monopoly. Yeah, let's move on to the next story.
It's a last story.
The last story.
Mexican officials praise Trump's border policies.
Yeah, so this is kind of a positive story. So,
Mexican officials admit Trump's border policies helped them manage
migrant influx. Yeah, basically like Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.